This is a tiny baby Titanoboa, and this is a fully grown Titanoboa that can crush a city block in seconds. Today, I'm going to simulate what it would be like to raise a Titanoboa as a house pet. We're going to see what he does for fun, what he eats, how you walk him, how you bathe him, and why this can get really dangerous. I'm going to build him habitats, introduce him to other animals, and take you through every stage of his life. This is going to get insane. But to start, here he is. He's not even out of the egg yet. Right now, I'm keeping his egg warm and humid 24/7 to replace what his mother would do in the wild. And if you look closely, there are tiny cracks forming on the shell. That means it's happening. Any second now. And there it is. He's hatching. Okay, look at him. How is that even real? This is the cutest apex predator I've ever seen. First rule, hygiene. Yes, I'm teaching a dinosaur snake to brush his fangs. Every morning, we do a tiny tooth cleaning routine. And because he's still a baby, bath time is just a kitchen sink. No giant swamps yet. Just a simple little bath. And shockingly, he actually likes it. He'll splash around, try to bite the water, and then fall asleep like nothing happened. But the funniest part, this little guy discovered the vacuum cleaner. He doesn't just follow it, he rides it. He'll coil on top, hold on with his scales, and just cruise around the house like a king. And when he's not doing that, he loves watching cartoons. Like a normal baby, just with fangs. Now it's time to feed him. If he's going to grow, he needs calories. I made him a baby snake tasting menu. First berries, and fish. Then tiny pieces of meat. And for some reason, pancakes are his favorite thing on earth. He'll eat pancakes like he's never been fed in his life. But then something happened that I did not expect. I turned my back for 1 second, and this snake grabbed an entire Christmas ham. And he ate it, without permission, like he pays rent. Look at that massive bulge in his middle. He's already causing problems. I know what you're thinking. He's sweet. He's harmless. He's basically a puppy. Yeah, that is going to change. Later in this video, he is not going to be this friendly. But first, I introduced him to my dog, Cooper. Surprisingly, they became friends fast. They did the awkward "who owns this rug" stare, and then the dog just accepted him. But I'm not gonna lie, there were some uncomfortable moments. Because even though his teeth are tiny, he still loves chewing on everything. Furniture, shoelaces, power cords, and yes, even toys. So now we need to level up. He's growing fast. Next stage, the first public walk. I got him a harness and a leash, and he actually did pretty well. He walked around, sniffed everything, and then got distracted by a squirrel. He chased it, and then he tried to eat it. Apparently, that's his version of a snack. But before we went home, I planned his first public outing. I took him to Costco. People were staring, some were laughing, some were terrified. And the Titanoboa, he loved it. He kept trying to grab bulk meat off the shelves. He wanted everything. So we filled the flatbed cart with foods he's going to try later. One day, he got too confident. He saw the fence, he climbed it, and he fell right over the top. He wasn't hurt, but he was offended. And that's when I realized, we're going to need a better setup soon. I even got him a ridiculous dinosaur pajama outfit. And yes, he loved it. It became his favorite thing. He would slither around the house in pajamas like he's just a normal kid. But the problem is, he's not a normal kid. Now we're going to fast forward because over the next months he grew, and suddenly he wasn't a pet anymore. He was a problem. He started sleeping on the kitchen table. He started eating human-sized meals. And the bigger he got, the more trouble he caused. He loved coiling around cars, which sounds funny until the roof turns into a pancake. He didn't even mean to destroy it. He's just energetic and clumsy, but that clumsy behavior stays with him forever.
Oh my God.
That's when the military stepped in. When you have a 60-foot snake, you don't just have an animal, you have a weapon. They offered a deal. They wanted to use him for a mission. And at first, it actually worked. They transported him to a battlefield. For a moment, it looked like he was doing great. He was unstoppable. He tore through defenses. He was silent. But then, the enemies were stronger than expected. This is the part that hurt. He didn't make it. He was defeated. And the world thought that was the end. But the scientists did not give up. They didn't see a dead animal. They saw a project. Project Mechaboa. They rebuilt him. Not with nature, with machines. They gave him a new body. Metal plating, reinforced coils, a powered spine. And worst of all, they added weapons. They made him faster, stronger, more dangerous. They turned him into something that wasn't a snake anymore. It was a monster with upgrades. And then he woke up. He realized he was trapped, and he was done. He powered up, he hissed, and he attacked the base. He smashed through barriers. He crushed tanks like toys. He grabbed a vehicle in his coils and threw it. Missiles launched, and he just kept moving. He destroyed everything. Walls, gates, watchtowers. And as he broke out, the entire base went into emergency mode. Now there was a cybernetic Titanoboa loose in the world, and nothing they had could stop him. So where does an escaped monster go? Back to the place that felt safe. Back to the memory that made him happy. For him, that was the beach. He crossed water, he followed instinct, and then people on that beach looked up and saw a silhouette. Something huge, something metallic, something that should not exist. And he wasn't cute anymore. He wasn't wearing pajamas. He was a walking disaster. But as he prepared to level the city, something happened. Across the smoke, through the dust, there was another shape. Not a snake, not a machine. Godzilla. The mecha boa might not be the worst thing out there. The simulation ends here.